come in here earlier than they did down there because it's further north. So they start dying off earlier. It's funny though, you'll still catch one and you'll just be shocked how bright it is.
How much film time do you get on there?
Pardon?
How much film time do you get on there?
Shit, maybe an hour and a half, and I got another battery. But if you go on my site, you'll see all of those movies that we took in Alaska. 2 batteries, got all of that each day. I'm seeing some jumping. God, look how beautiful this river is. Look at this beautiful hole here. God, this looks like good holding water. Huh?
Got a cool turquoise look.
Yeah, that's from the glaciers. You know, there's some sort of minerals in them that turns the water that beautiful azure. Boy, he'll learn quick. Brian's boy is a fishing fool.
Yeah, you did really well the other day. All the pink salmon are starting to die and float down the river finally.
How was the chum run last year?
Pretty good. The last 2 years have been the best I've seen in a long time.
I gotta come up and do chum again. That was fun.
Last couple of years are really solid.
Either here or Nooksat. What? This closes December 1st, is it? Or
Yeah. For Coho.
well, for everything, right?
When does?
It closes. It's done. We can't even fish chum up here at that time, right?
You can fish all the way until the end of January. It's just not open for salmon, to keep salmon.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Would they get mad if we're fishing for chum?
No.
They don't much care, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the river's open for steelhead, so they can't really do anything about any of that.
I got it.
Okay, I'll show you a little bit about this before
Yep,
we start.
kind of fishing. You got to watch
First
now.
off, do you like to be on the back end or do you like the other side? Let's do it right first. Let's do it right first. It's all about letting this float naturally, alright? So like, if it starts to go too far away from you and it starts to pull on the line, you're going to open your bail and let it out. If there's a big loop of slack in the water and it's pulling your bobber down, you want to roll the slack up. You always want to just have your line like it's called mended. You have it like up off the water and just not pulling your bobber, but kind of just semi-tight to it. I'll show you how that looks there. You know, always be fishing like, see how fast this is? It's calm right by the edge. We're going to be trying to keep our bobber in the calm stuff. There'll be places we'll be aiming for like that down here. But, boat with it as much as I can. But sometimes I can't. Sometimes, like right here, say I'm holding the boat in place. See that? Now you want to open it. Let it flow naturally, right? Every once in a while, just kind of lift again, make sure you're not going to stop it from coming out. Whatever you can do to get it to go. Yep. Flow naturally.
And then the bobber goes down. Always assume it's a fish,
Yeah.
but you just reel.
Yeah, it's not always going to be a fish. You do have to set the hook with salmon. Different than sea lice. Here, I'll show you what bites do look like. You got to make sure it's tight before you set the hook, and you do have to set the hook kind of hard. So, say you're like this, and there's a little line on the water like that. You wouldn't set the hook right away. You're going to pull most of that slack up and not set the hook to the fish. You want to rear your line so you see it get right nice and tight to the bobber. Pull pretty hard. Salmon have a hard mouth. You want to set the hook. Just assume a bobber down's a fish. Don't panic and go quickly. You want to let him eat it. Let
Right.
the bobber go all the way down. Reel up and set the hook. Your bait will fall off and stuff quite a bit, so I'll be putting new bait on for you whenever you need it. Just gonna see. I don't know. I did this a little this morning and I got a few, but it's been a little slow. We'll just try it for a bit, and then we'll switch to something else if it's not working. I haven't fished up in this area yet, so I'm not sure. There might be some fresh biters around here. Hold that. Give Jeff a run.
Go ahead. Cast out. It's right in that slack water. Bring it all the way back. Yep. Go ahead. Alrighty, boy, you're fishing.
Whenever.
Yeah, thanks, Danny. Laker, watch me cast. Lake.
Big mean wants to bite, huh? Got one really big king this morning.
That would be fun. It's a little Jack King, yeah.
First salmon ever?
No, we got some pinks.
Oh, you got him before? Okay, sweet. It's called a jack. They come back when they're 1 year old, little male king. Like this big dark spot, big brown place. The big silver's going to be really shiny. Pink to the bottom, you don't know what it looks like. You got the hook on them. I think it's started. A little bit, that's a good sign. A lot of jacks. Those are called jacks. They come back when they're 1 year old. Patient, we'll let it go all the way down and reel and set it on. Jack came to play.
That's good. We'll keep silvers.
Okay. You know if I need to get the net ready for something good if we get it.
Yep. I want Laker to bring some home.
Sure. Hopefully we give it a try on the way. We're a little rough this morning. Maybe they're warmed up. It's cold this morning.
Boy, was it ever.
Yeah, 2 mornings in a row now. Too cold for me.
Did I read the Nook was totally closed?
What's that?
Did I read that the Nooksack was totally closed, or?
Open.
Oh,
Oh,
what did I read?
Nooksack is open for, you can keep 6 silvers a day on that bad boy right now.
Oh yeah, it takes 6 to add up to 3 regular ones, though. No, I'll come in so we can get good drift through here. You go first. That's nice, yeah.
Too. Like the other salmon will get picky and bite during certain times of the day. These things are hungry. I don't know what it is about them. I think they're small and they realize that like they're smaller than everybody else. I don't know.
They're really aggressive.
They are very aggressive, yeah.
They're not really appreciated on the spawning beds either.
Right.
I've seen that. Big ones will grab them and damn near kill them.
Yeah, Jack's trying to spawn them.
Yeah.
Kissing off the big one. They got up and pulled it, but they didn't want to get faster in a second. Let Jeff go about 30 more feet here and then we're going to recast. Spinners and stuff, only like 7 feet. Jeff, let me get you a new bait. Me and him have good ones. You need a new one? We're going to get one to bite today. It's going to be on best bait you can imagine.
I like afternoon fishing, to tell you the truth.
I have been doing good in the afternoons up here until right now. It's just not morning or afternoon. It's just the fact that they closed the river where I want to fish.
Right.
It's been these fish. It was good up here for a while, and they've just been fished on too much, and there's not a lot moving because we're above the sock, you know. We just need the water. We need fresh fish to move in. It'll be okay. Okay, I'm gonna cast first, and then we're gonna see where I cast it, and we're gonna do the same thing.
The cohos bite the same way.
Go a little farther than me, so it's not as straight, but try to go over towards the pine.
Open your bail, Lake. Go ahead. Gotta get farther than that.
Over your head if you need to.
Give it a little slack. There you go. See how I got that loop below my bobber? That loop of line? That's pretty much perfect. There you go. Is this where we're going to meet Friday morning?
No.
No?
I mean, unless it gets better, we'll probably be down farther.
Like concrete?
Or seed well. A lot of the fresh fish have been coming up and biting only, like when it's this low, they've been not biting once they get up here very well. Just this last week, they were moving really fast and it was okay, and then they kind of died off, and they're biting better down below, so. But I'll be fishing until then. Friday first day it opens, and the whole middle river's been closed. So hopefully it'll be. We'll have to go again up over top of his.
Over the top.
Yeah, just like up and over a little bit.
Days where you're pretty much catching on every cast.
Not every cast, but there's days where like salmon's not quite like that. But yeah, there's days where you catch a lot. I've caught like this year even another day where like between first lighting 11, I've caught like 20 plus. Silvers, you know, and stuff. So it depends on the day. This closure this week kind of screwed me a little bit. There's other places I'd like to go that maybe weren't insane, but they were pretty good. Like 2 days ago before the closure, we had 8. We needed 4 people, so I had 8 fish, 2 each, and then let a few go and caught some kings, and we left at like 10:30. So it's pretty good. Hopefully Friday, if they open the river back up, I can find them right away and get some like that. Do a little bit of everything today, so we're ready, and then we'll get up early and get on them first thing when it opens up and see what happens Friday. Good. Okay, well, I'm gonna go throw one more cast close to the shore in there. It's got good bait. It's got good bait. Top of there, Jeff. So far. Trying to get it in there a little into the shape, kind of like this. Money, money. Sometimes you get the picky fish to bite bait later because it's like more scented stuff. In the morning we'll use lures, we'll throw some spinners and some jigs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we'll switch back to eggs if we need to. Maybe we won't need to. Maybe it'll stay good or whatever. Who knows?
Look at that nice dead water in it. It looks like Coho water.
Coho water later in the season, yes.
It's too shallow.
We're still in that early part of the year where they like faster oxygenated water.
Okay.
They're not in the twitching water quite yet. You get a big rain, the water cools down, high water pushes them over there, and then the water cools down so they don't need as much oxygen. You start to get them in those backwaters, yep. Still really not even catching them twitching yet. It's almost all finished.
How was Nushagak?
Not great. rate, about the same as it's been the last few years, though?